Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So we've been through the mufrad, the muthanna, and we've been through how to make the jama'. What we want to discuss here are a few particular rules regarding some types of jama'. Some rules regarding jam' ghayr al-uqala, ismul jam', and the rules of some jama'. So first of all here is that the Arabs, in the Arabic language, for grammatical purposes, if something is irrational, meaning it does not have intellect, and intellect here means it's not a human being. Animals have intellect, birds have intellect, but it's not enough. So basically, apart from humans, jinn and angels, anything else is considered to be irrational or ghayr aqil. And grammatically, they have one set of rules. Okay? So apart from, so the human beings, the jinn and the angels are called what? Aqil. What's aqil mean? Rational. And apart from them, inanimate objects and animals are all called what? Ghayr aqil. Okay? So if it's one, you call it ghayr aqil. If it's more than one, you call it what? Ghayrul uqala or jam'u ghayrul uqala. The plural of irrational things. These have one particular rule we discuss later on. Okay? For example, kitabun kutub. So kitab, irrational, doesn't have intellect. It's plural kutub. So it's a jam' mukassar, but in terms of the meaning, is it rational or irrational? Irrational. It's a ghayr aqil. So kutub is jam' ghayr aqilin. It's a plural of a non-intellectual or non-irrational thing. Make sense? The next thing is collective nouns. What does that mean? That a word in itself grammatically is singular. However, it refers to more than one thing. Or the thing it applies to is plural in meaning. Team. Is that singular or plural? Singular. Because the plural of teams is teams. Correct? Teams. So you have a team is singular and the plural is teams. But the word team applies to many people. How many? Depends on what sport. I'm going to catch you out there. Depending on what sport. It can be 11, it can be 5, it can be 22. Depending on what sport you're playing. Huh? Could be 2. Tennis team. Okay? Right? So this is called what? Team. It's called ismul jam'. The noun is plural. It's a collective noun. Okay? Now again, because this has both elements of singular and plural, the meaning is plural and the grammar is singular, it can be treated in both ways as we study later on. For example, here a few examples. Jundun, hizbun, rahtun, shirzimatun, qawmun, nafarun. All these come in the Quran. So these are ismul jama'. That's why they have plural meanings, but they themselves are plural. Junud, ahzab, aqwam, etc.
Is that a jama'?
Pardon me? War. No. That's not ismul jama'. That's a singular word. Singular. Side?
Yeah, like there's two sides.
No. Okay. Right. Now, if you have an irrational plural, what do you have? Irrational plural, meaning the plural refers to ghayr uqala. So let's start again. If we have a rational plural, what are we leaving first? Rational plurals, meaning a human being. Then masculine is treated as masculine, feminine is treated as feminine with a singular plural. So for example, rajulun salihun, rajulani salihani, rijalun salihuna, bintun salihatun, bintani salihatani, banatun salihatun. The grammar will be the same. Singular, treated as singular. Jewel, treated as jewel. Plural, treated as plural. Male or female. Once is rational. Okay? So for example, nabiyuna sadiqun, akhawatun sadiqatun. Okay? That's normal. When the rule changes is what? When the plural is what? Ghayr aqil. When it's a jam' of ghayr uqala, it's irrational. That's when the rule changes. Okay? Now, before we go into that, the first one I want to discuss to you is that if you have al jam'ul mukassar, a broken plural, what do we have? A broken plural, or we have a collective noun. The Arabs are flexible in this. They allow you to make this word or treat it grammatically as singular, feminine, or as plural. No, plural masculine or singular feminine. If it's jam'ul mukassar or if it's ismul jama', you can either treat it as a plural, jama' mukassar, or singular. For example, rusulan. So rusulan, this is mubashirin is a hal of it. So rusulan is what? Plural, isn't it? Is it salim mukassar? What kind of plural is it? Sound or broken? Broken, because it's a plural of Rasulun, not Rasuluna. Rasulun becomes what? Rusulun, Rusulun. That's a plural. Is it Salim or Mukassar? Mukassar. So now we say that the word Rusul can be treated as a plural. So example, the adjective or the hal is Mubashirin, is plural. Masculine plural. As normal, as common sense would say. But the Arabs also allow you to treat it as what? Singular feminine. So Rusulun is going to be Kudhiba Rusulun, because Rusul is what? Masculine. But they treat it as what? Singular feminine. Third para, third juz of the Quran, what happens? What's the third juz of the Quran? Tilkar Rusulu. So Rusul is masculine. But we use tilka, which is normally used for what? Singular feminine. Because why? A jam'ul mukassar, a broken plural can be treated grammatically as singular feminine or as plural. And you see both uses in the Quran. It doesn't matter if it's rational or irrational. If it's irrational, it follows the irrational rules. If it's rational, you can have both. Are you following me? Another example, mu'minat. Sorry, nisa'un. Is that broken or non-broken? It's broken. Because why imra'atun become nisa'un? That's not sound, is it? So now, we can treat it as feminine plural. That's why you have mu'minatun. And we can also treat it as singular. So you have qala niswatun. Not qalat niswatun.
So if it's feminine, it'd be treated, it'd be no plural or masculine plural, singular.
Yes.
And the other one.
So they're flexible in these. Correct? Huh? That's another plural. So you have two plurals. Imra'atun is one woman. Nisa'un and niswa is what? Women. Okay. Qawmun is ismul jama'. So you can have a plural, qawmin mu'minin, plural. Or you can have it as singular feminine, kadhabat qawmu nuhin. You see? So when you have jama' mukassar, what you do when you're writing text, you follow the normal rule for rationals. But remember that you can have this leeway. So when you see a text, tilka rusul, you know, oh, it's this rule. You see, qalatil a'rab. A'rab is a plural of a'rabiyun, a villager. So qalatil a'rab, the villagers which are male, said. You say qalat. Qala niswatun, now you know, okay, this is the jama' mukassar rule being applied. But when you use it, you follow the normal rules that you would have learned or you've understood previously. Okay? If you got jam' ghayr uqala, so majority of the times, you have what? You treat it as singular feminine. For example, ayatun bayyinatun, singular plural. Singular feminine. But you can also have it as singular plural as well. Not singular plural. That makes sense, singular plural. You can also have it as plural, feminine. So for example, ayatin bayyinat. You can also have ayatun bayyinatun. And both can be used. This is more Quran, poetry. Normal day-to-day language or normal text, you find the ghayr uqala having treated as singular feminine. In poetry and Quranic literature and more higher classical texts, you see this usage as well. Are you following? So those are some of the extra rules I want to discuss with you regarding plural. So you have here, one is ismul jama'. What's ismul jama'? A collective noun, where the word is on its own is singular, but it refers to a group of people. You have jam' ghayr uqala, non-human plurals. When you have non-human plurals, then you can treat them as what? Singular feminine. And when you have jam'ul mukassar, we will follow the normal rules, and as you get deeper and deeper, you will see other texts where the jam'ul mukassar and the ismul jama' are treated as both masculine and feminine, and both as singular and plural according to different usage and different reasons you study later on. But as just note it in the back of your minds, when you do see it, you understand what's going on. But don't try using it because you get caught out. Are you following me? Do you understand? Yes? Any question regarding this? سبحان الله بحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك